the live event. Um, yep, just in a moment. Yes, and Israel, we are live.
Okay.
Yeah, so can I introduce you and then you can pick it up?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, so hello everyone. Once again, welcome to our first ever Microsoft Student Summit Africa. We're really happy that you're here and we're really excited that you've joined us in this session. So yeah, without further ado, I present our first speaker, Israel Ulelu, who will be doing about how to integration of Azure computer vision and how it improves our everyday life. So yeah, this is the first session in the AI track, and we couldn't be more excited to have you, Israel. So yes, Israel, the session is yours, and we hope to learn a lot and have fun in between. So yeah, Israel, I hand it over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Eric. It's my pleasure to be here. Um, Again, good day, everyone. I don't know what time it is where you are, but here it is morning, 11 a.m. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the first ever Microsoft Student Summit Africa. And I'll be taking you on the first track on the Azure series, Azure AI, and how it can improve our lifestyle. So, I'm Israel Ulelu, like Eric said, I'm a .NET engineer. Um, I work with Microsoft Technologies, and what I'll be talking to you about today is how we can improve our everyday life with Azure Computer Vision. Okay, so without wasting much time, let us get in and see what this Azure Computer Vision really is about. So, what is Azure Computer Vision? Before we talk about Azure Computer Vision, first of all, we have to understand where Azure Computer Vision is coming from, which is the Azure Cognitive Services. Now, these Azure Cognitive Services are all provided by Microsoft as part of the Azure package, and we'll be seeing what Azure Cognitive Services are. So, what are Azure Cognitive Services? Azure Cognitive Services are cloud-based services with REST APIs and SDKs that brings artificial intelligence within the reach of every developer. So, um, without the knowledge of machine learning and writing codes and models for artificial intelligence and machine learning applications, you can use these Azure Cognitive Services to integrate them into your application and have the capabilities for artificial intelligence and machine learning. Isn't that cool? So basically, what this means is that if you are building, let's say, a facial recognition application, or you are building just any application and you want to integrate a function that deals with facial recognition. Okay, I'll give you an example. Facial unlock your system. You want to unlock your system with your phone, and you are building the operating system of that system, and you want to integrate that into the whole package as a sweetener or something. You can just um normally without these cloud-based services, you would have to write this code from scratch, build your models and train your data and all that. But what this Azure Cognitive Services has brought to us is with just one single API call, you can integrate that into your application. And this is something that is really, really cool, really affordable and made open to the community. There are some free packages, even if you don't want to pay, you just want to use it for like a test application. There are free packages for that. So, what exactly can you do with these Azure Cognitive Services? You can do anything that has to do with speech, vision, language. We also have decision and web search. So, um, what is speech? Speech is anything that has to do with text, audio. You want to convert from one language to another, speech is there for you. Vision, anything that has to do with images, videos. that has to do with artificial intelligence and images, videos, and all that. The Vision API is there for you. The Vision SDK is there for you. Language translating from one language to another. For the speech, you can transcribe from text to speech, from speech to text, and all that. So we also have the decision. Decision is for anomaly detection. If you write normal codes, you would know what they call if-else statements. If you've written JavaScript or C Sharp or Java or any language you've ever written before, you should have come across if-else statements. If this condition is fulfilled, do this. So that is what decision is about. Anomaly detection and all that, they're under the decision API, but we won't be talking about that today. We'll just be focusing on vision. So now that we know what Azure Cognitive Services are, what is Azure Computer Vision? So I think I've already said everything you need to know about computer vision, what it is. So basically, you should have an understanding of what computer vision is. But computer vision is an aspect or a small part of the Azure Cognitive Services that has to do with everything vision related. Gives you the AI, the artificial intelligence capabilities to build features or packages that implement artificial intelligence and has anything to do with images or videos and sometimes audio too. So under the Azure Computer Vision, we have 5 basic divisions. Yeah, we have 5 basic divisions. We have the custom vision, we have the face, we have form recognizers, we have video indexer, and we have computer vision. Now, don't get confused. I know computer vision is what we are talking about, but there's also a subset also called computer vision. And later, as we go on, I will explain why that is. So let me just run you through each of these divisions. So first of all, let's look at the video indexer. So what does this video indexer do? Video indexer extracts data from videos or audio files. So you can extract data like speech, text, faces, can recognize the speakers, celebrities, can detect emotions. You can, so basically this is just any video you feed into it, it analyzes that video and gives you the data that you can find in that video. So basically, extracting spoken word means like you can use something like this for subtitles. Maybe you're watching a movie and you want to add a subtitle to that movie. You can do that with video indexer. You want to find out which of your favorite celebrities are in a movie. You can do that with video indexer. So basically, there are so many stuff you can do with video indexer, but we won't spend much time on that. Like I said, I'll just run you through and we can move. I really hope you guys have questions after this session because I'm really interested in that aspect, answering your questions and making everything clearer to you. So after the video indexer, we'll talk about the face API. The face API gives you access to facial recognition, facial detection, and basically anything that has to do with the face. So you're building an application. The instance I gave earlier about a bank application that, or an operating system that uses facial unlock. So facial recognition is provided by the Azure Computer Vision Face API, which you can use for all your facial recognition and detection. Okay, I understand some people may be a little bit confused on the difference between facial recognition and facial detection. So I'm just going to clear that now. Facial detection is, okay, you look at someone and you see that this person has a face. That is facial detection. Facial recognition means you can look at someone and see the person's face and know that, yes, I know this person, and put a name to that face. So basically, facial recognition is being able to recognize the owner of that face, being able to tie an entity to that face. While facial detection is being able to detect the presence of a face in an image. So Let's move on to the form recognizer. Form recognizer, what it does is it extracts textual information from documents. So basically, any document you feed into it, it can extract the data accurately and give it back to you. So um, it also extracts in key value pairs, meaning that if you want to scan like a receipt and extract the name, the date, and those kind of paired data that comes with title and the value, like the title name, the value Israel, or the title date and the value the 3rd of December. So yeah, you can do all that with form recognizers. So basically you feed your documents into the API or the SDK and it returns all the data you need from that um, form. So now custom vision. What custom vision does is mostly an encompassment of all the features of this computer vision API. So basically, custom vision gives you the power to customize your experience. So whatever use case you need it for, you can customize your service to suit that case in which you want to use it for. So with custom vision, you have the ability to tweak your model, to tweak the functionalities, and all this you can still do it without an experience of um, writing models and building your artificial intelligence from scratch. So you can do all this without machine learning experience. So finally, computer vision. Like I said, computer vision is a subset of computer vision. Why this is because there are some categories that are not um, large enough to be classified as a category on their own. Like face now, under face API, you have the facial recognition, facial detection, and all that. But some of them are not large enough to carry subsets. So they are just put under the general banner of computer vision. So one of that is image understanding. So what image understanding does is it it takes an image and it understands everything in that image and interprets that to you. So say you feed in an image into the API, or you are probably making use of the SDK, and you feed in an image, it can read data like what can be found in the image, probably a white male or a black male getting on a train, probably it's raining and all that. It gives you all that content, all the features that can be found in that image. So that is basically what image understanding is all about. Then we have OCR, or text extraction as you may call it. OCR stands for optical character recognition. So basically this recognizes images, recognizes text that can be found in an image. So it doesn't matter if this text is a printed text or a handwritten text or scribbled or whatever. As far as it's in an image, this API or this SDK will extract that text from that image. So that's basically what Azure Computer Vision is all about. So like I said, I want to run through this as fast as possible. So and still give you an understanding of everything. So I can also take your questions before we run out of time. So you the topic I'm supposed to talk about today is improving everyday life with Azure Computer Vision, and you say, he has just been talking about what computer vision is and all that. How do we really use this to improve our everyday life? So I think if you've been paying attention, you should have one or two ideas of how we can improve our life with all these I've talked about. So basically, you think about all you do every day and you look at it and say, okay, if if this problem persists, how do I use custom vision to solve this? Or you look at the problem and say, if I had computer vision, I could solve this and this will make our everyday life easier. So let's just get in. So improving everyday life with Azure Computer Vision. Before I prepared this slide, I intentionally tried to think about various aspects of our life, our everyday life, that cannot be improved by computer vision. And to tell you the honest truth, I couldn't find one. I couldn't find one aspect of our sector that cannot be improved in any way by computer vision. So that was why I put it here. There is hardly any aspect of human life that cannot be improved with computer vision. I don't know, probably it may prove me wrong in the future, but I tried and I didn't see any. So I'll be waiting for that. Um, I would also like to um, emphasize on this quote by Ron Garan that says we are limited only by imagination and our will to act. Because this is really, really, and this can really be applied to this aspect of computer vision and improving our everyday life. So, how do we improve our everyday life with Azure computer vision? We have the security sector, we have healthcare, we have entertainment, we have finance, we have education, we have so many other sectors that we need to pass through, that we go through, that we make use of in our everyday life. Now, how do we improve our experience with computer vision? So I'm going to be giving you a few instances of um, how our lives can be improved with computer vision. So take for example, okay, I don't know if you've ever had a loved one missing, especially when they are kids. It's really worrisome. So let's take a scenario: a kid is missing, and we need to find that kid as soon as possible. So how do we use computer vision to solve this? Say the government, now the police force, has a unit in the police force that is responsible for tracking down missing persons. Now this police unit now builds up a network that collects video data from security cameras in the city. So basically, either government owned, state owned, privately owned security cameras, business owned security cameras, they collect real time feeds from these security cameras. And now let's say, for instance, you have a loved one missing and you need to find that person. You take a picture of that person to the unit of the police force responsible for finding missing persons, and um they get that image, they send it to um the face API for facial recognition, and now they have an image to match that face with. So now they go through all this data from the security cameras they are getting in real time. Now you have that image now in your database on the face API, the Azure computer vision. Now you are trying to recognize where you can find that face at this present time. So basically you are running a facial recognition on that particular person. Now, if any of these security cameras should capture the face of that person, instantly you get an alert that this person is in this location at the moment. So you're getting the location of that person in real time. Now you can see that this can make life very easy for us. Say the financial institution, for instance, your bank applications and your trading applications and Bitcoin addresses and all that. So you are trying to make it more secure, or you are trying to make it more accessible or easily accessible to your users. Now you can use facial recognition also for that, whereby a person just comes in and it scans the person's face and detects that, okay, this is the owner of this account, and immediately you are logged in. This happens as fast as possible. Now take another instance, the healthcare system. um Managing data has also been one of the challenges of the healthcare system. So okay, let me even leave that aside. Let's look at scans. Now you want to do a full body scan and detect um maybe medical conditions at a go. You do that full body scan and immediately the scan image is uploaded to Azure cognitive service. Maybe use a custom vision API or something, or whatever suits your use case, and you upload it, and immediately it returns all the medical conditions, all the maybe um the bad conditions, good conditions, classifies them the way you want them, and sends them back. So the doctors don't have to start going through everything, and also it reduces the probability of error in the healthcare system. Now look at education. Probably you are in class, and a professor is having his lecture, and you're jotting down, you're taking notes and all that. Now those notes, you can misplace them, you can it can get damaged, water can get it can something can just happen. But if there was a way you could just scan the content of that note you've taken down and upload it to your cloud account or something, that would be easier, wouldn't it be? So this can be possible with Azure Cognitive Service. Either you use your form recognizer or you use your optical character recognition, whichever suits your use case. You scan that note you've taken, upload it to your Google Cloud or your Microsoft or your Dropbox or whatever cloud storage you use, and it's accessible to you forever for life. So these are just some of the use cases. Now, I'm very sure that if you look into other sectors, you will also find ways in which you can improve life with Azure computer vision. So this is a very, very, very important subject or important topic to me, because I love AI definitely, but Azure just makes it as easy as possible for you to integrate that. So why I decided to speak on this was because I want to see the possibilities, how far we can go with this stuff. So basically, I want you to make use of this, build stuff, build things, build businesses on this. Now, I'm pretty sure um, we all know that Africa is a ripe market right now. So yeah, and also AI is also emerging very, very fast, and it's also one of the um, how do I put it? One of the best sectors for you to run like a startup or run a business right now. So basically, if you are looking into starting a business and you have an idea that has to do with artificial intelligence, why not run it on Azure Computer Vision? Make life easy for you. You don't need to start going through the stress of learning um, Python or whatever language will suit your use case, and then writing your models and compiling your data and all that. So this is why Azure Computer Vision is here. Basically, with pre-model data, more than a million data sets that has been used to train these models, which you can just access with a snap of your finger. So basically, I want us to see the possibilities in Azure Computer Vision and do stuff with it, build stuff with it, amazing stuff. And yeah, so thank you very much. Like I said, I want to make this session as short as possible so we can take questions. So if you have any questions, yeah, now would be a good time. I will be in the Q&A section, the chat section. So you can just type whatever section you have, whatever question you have, and I'll be here to take them. Okay, so I can see a question here. Is the application of computer vision on security cameras ethical? And how can we combat bias in computer vision? So, application of computer vision in security cameras being ethical. Um, there are security cameras already, aren't there? So if I'm mounting a security camera for the safety of my business, it's I think it's within my right. So what I'm saying is not, this network I'm talking of now is not going to be like a storage. We are not storing that. They are not storing that video data now. Get me? They are not storing that data. They are using that data in real time. So as it's going, as it's running, that data is being compiled. You are not storing it anywhere. So there's no, how do I put it? There's no legal breach for storing people's data or facial data or anything. So yeah, I think it's ethical. I think it is ethical. Though I'm not a lawyer, so you still need to consult a lawyer on that if you need more insights. But yeah, I think it is ethical. So I don't think there are any other questions.
Israel.
Israel? Yeah, Eric.
Yeah. Thank you for that amazing talk. So I wanted to vouch for the person who was asking about how can we combat bias in computer in computer vision, because we have seen applications where we post a picture, any similarity with, especially bias among uh, yeah, biased in computer vision in general. We can post a picture and there a matching picture will be maybe someone who is white, and we posted a picture of someone who is black. I'm sure you have seen that somewhere. So yeah, I think that was one of the questions that was asked. If you could please address
Okay.
that, please.
Okay. So um with bias in computer vision, um I think computer vision is not 100% accurate yet, definitely. So um so we keep working towards that. I don't know if it's ever going to be possible for it to be 100% accurate, but basically the level of accuracy your of your results will depend mostly on the data, the amount of data you have fed into to train that model, and we keep retraining that model to make it as accurate as possible. So the model um for Azure Computer Vision, like I said, has been trained with more than a million images, a million videos, data sets, and all that. So this is probably the most accurate model you can get out there, because this was compiled by an organization as big as Microsoft. So if you want to start getting your data by yourself, I'm not sure you could get up to 100,000 data sets. So, but this bias, I don't think we can fully combat it yet. Right now, we are, I would say, somewhere around 95 to 99%. You know what? I would advise you to just try it out. Try out the computer vision, the face API. I think that should be the easiest to use. Snap a picture, you get the picture of your face and feed it to the API and try to get a response, either facial recognition, facial detection, whichever you want to use. But to answer your question, the only way we can combat bias is more data. Um, I think data just recently became important, I think in the last 10 years or so. So just imagine the accuracy of our model if we've been keeping data for about 50 years, 100 years. So, it's just basic math. There's always going to be like a probability where your data gets up to 99.9999%, but it never gets up to 100. You get. So I think we'll get there with more data. So that's just the solution to combat the bias as much as possible, which also cannot be 100% accurate.
Awesome, Israel. That was pretty good perspective. Yeah, and I think I agree with you. This is not something that we can solve right now, but I'm sure with time, with more data being available, this will be something that can be done.
Yes.
In the future, it's up to us to do that, right? It's up to
Yes,
us to decide.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And so on. I really agree with you, Israel. So, guys, please keep your questions coming. We're dealing with a professional here. I'm loving his advice. So, yeah, please keep the questions coming. Israel is this one question: can one import his own data set to use in Azure Computer Vision? Like, maybe you have
Okay.
some problems
Okay.
that require your own data. Thank you.
Okay. So like I said, we have the custom vision API. Now this allows you to customize the model as much as you want to suit your use case. So definitely, if your use case requires you tweaking the model a little bit, yeah, definitely you can import your own data set and add to that, but it's just going to be yours alone for that use case. So yeah, definitely you can import your own data set to use for whatever application you are building for. And also for the if you are working with facial recognition, now for facial recognition, definitely you are going to need to build your own data set, not from scratch. You get? So for facial recognition, you just upload the like 5 to 10 images of the person you are trying to recognize. You get? For the model to be able to adapt to that face you are trying to recognize. You get? So when you so it's basically like telling that model that this is the face you're trying to recognize. You give it probably a side view, right, left, front, different angles and all that, and you feed it in, and then it's able to recognize. So yeah, definitely you can import your own data set to this to use for your application or whatever you are using it for.
Nice, Israel. I'm thinking we are at a time where most things have been done for us for consumption. I think that's really a good thing that you can tweak this stuff, don't have to write code. And yeah. So uh, thank you for introducing us to this session. So let's take one last question because I see time is running. This person was asked. Um, one of our attendees has asked, could you point us to some resources where we can get started, without writing code? Yeah, maybe as a clarification, yeah, we don't write, Israel, just take the whole question and explain, maybe we're not writing code and everything. Yeah, Israel, just take.
Okay, for resources, um, there are various resources. There are various resources on Azure Computer Vision, Azure Cognitive Services. Um, I would, I think I should just share some link, but you have some in the Microsoft. The documentations are so up to date, and they are precise and comprehensive, and you can learn a lot. You also have the Microsoft Learn platform where you can take several learning paths on whichever technology you need, even if it's on the whole Azure Cognitive Service. You have various tracks for various technologies, for various APIs. For the Face API, you have a track for facial recognition, you have a track for facial detection. So for that, I think I will just drop some links in the chat section, and you can you can move from there. So it's very comprehensive.
Okay, Israel. Yeah, so thank you for that. Please post the links at least on our chat session so that people can get up to speed. So yeah, Israel, I'm giving you like 2 minutes. What are your last thoughts on how we could improve every day with computer vision as we wrap up?
I didn't get you, Eric.
Oh, pardon. I was saying, could you give us some of your last thoughts on how, on this topic of computer vision with Azure?
Okay.
Last thoughts on
Um,
that.
Last thoughts. I really want to see what people do with this. Um, I I encountered this when I was trying to build a solution. Basically it was just for fun, and the result I got was just amazing, and I had to get deeper, had to just keep searching and see what was in there. So my last try it out, check it out. If you are interested, check it out, see how it works. And the learning parts are very, very short, and it gives you, okay, I think I just dropped the part, the link to Microsoft Learn. So you can click on that, look for a learning path, whichever one you are interested in. It gives you a step-by-step um, process on how you can replicate a particular, okay, say for instance, you want to build a facial recognition or facial detection um, application. It doesn't tell you how to build your whole application, but it tells you how to integrate that facial detection into your application. There are various resources you can also find online. You can Bing it, you can Google it. Facial detection with um, Azure Cognitive Service, facial detection with Azure Computer Vision, facial recognition, form recognizers, optical character recognition. I think I have an article out on facial detection with with Azure Computer Vision, and that article I really took my time to write the step by step of how I built everything down to, because I built it on Xamarin and Azure. I wrote down to the packages I used for my Xamarin application, everything. You can build it from scratch if you follow that tutorial. So you just go online, search for resources, take the learning part, whatever you want. If you are interested, you are really going to enjoy it. I promise you that.
Okay. So awesome, Israel. Um, I'm so grateful for you taking your time to, take us through all how we could, improve our everyday to day life with Azure Computer Vision. It was really insightful. Thank you for the materials you've shared, your perspective too. Oh man, it was. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. Thank you to the audience who have sent in the questions. So there's some way you can win some swag by giving us some of your feedback. And yeah, this session will be recorded and we'll send it out on our various YouTube channels. We'll be sure to tell everyone on social media. So please uh, keep that in mind. So Israel, just saying thank you so much for taking your time to prepare this amazing presentation, and to the audience, thank you for attending. You are the best. So yeah, Israel, I think that's it for our session. We still have other sessions, yes, on our website. So yeah, I would suggest, we head over there and get this MSSA experience on with other sessions. So Israel, thank you so much. Thank you to the audience.
Yeah, thank you, Eric, for having me. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. There are future sessions on Azure AI series. If you are interested, some pretty amazing speakers are going to be talking about various aspects of Azure and how you can apply them. So do well to stay tuned, follow the sessions, and I can assure you, you get something super amazing. And there are swags too. So yeah, don't miss out.
Okay, great. So bye everyone. It was really nice meeting you. We hope this was in person, but sadly it's not. So guys, please take care of yourselves, and yes, see you soon. Happy learning. Thank you, Israel. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, bye everyone.